Hello. Welcome to LadyGang Quickie. I'm Becca here with Jack and Kelty.
Hello.
I am so excited to see you guys today, and mostly because I'm wearing my "Give It To Me, I'm Worth It," and I have my Emmys here.
Wow, she's having a day.
She's wearing, for those of you listening to the podcast, which is 80%, 90% of how you consume this.
Yes.
She's wearing a sweatshirt that says, "I'm worth it."
I got it from L'Oreal, and
It's very reminiscent of like, jacvanek tees, original, but also like the 80s tees.
yeah.
I can't remember the one that it's like that.
Did
But
you recently get this from L'Oreal?
yes. I did
Oh, you're
too.
not on the PR list, girl?
No, I am, but I was thinking I didn't remember seeing an "I'm worth it" sweatshirt.
Oh,
it came with the Kendall Jenner collection.
Oh, no, I don't think I've received that yet.
Oh,
maybe I
well.
won't.
I think this was weeks ago, so
We'll
they might have
see.
missed you.
Definitely gonna get it.
You're off.
That
But I get
sucks.
other L'Oreal products. They were probably like, she can't do
you might be on
Kardashian.
You might be on the B, because I know that I saw for Dr. Diamond, which is totally fine, but like I'm on the B.
I'm on
PR list.
I'm on the no Dr. Diamond PR list.
'cause,
He
like, the
sends me
I thought you
nothing.
posted about it.
What?
I
I
thought
don't
you
know.
posted about it.
Nope, didn't get sent to me.
The
I'm off
Dr.
the
Diamond
list.
A list had like a case, like a medical case that opened. Like that's the one Kim Kardashian got. I just got the little bag like you.
Yeah.
That was the B list.
And I got
Yeah,
nothing.
for sure.
So
Sorry about that.
it's fine.
Well, you're not going to use it anyway, fungus.
I know, it's fine.
Yeah.
I just want to feel
Also,
special.
Kelty still sees him.
Yeah.
that's
I'm going to
true.
tell him next time I see him. I'm going to be like, we have a problem.
Jack misses you.
Jack needs plasma.
Speaking of Dr. Diamond, I did this in Austin, not with Dr. Diamond, but I was telling Jack that I went back to doing my
Lip flip.
lip flip with the Botox.
You have done this and hated it so
I know,
many
I was
times.
just saying
Why
this.
would you do
Because
this?
it's
She
been
did it again.
No, because here's the thing. I did it when it was like very new, when the technique of putting Botox in the upper lip. So for those of you who don't know, the Botox freezes the muscles of your lip. So they say it flips your lip up. Like naturally so you hold tension in your lips.
Yeah.
So when they release that, it makes your lip appear bigger.
Okay.
It's also really good for people that have a gummy smile.
Oh,
have a
because
gummy
it
smile?
lowers.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, it's no.
When you do that, you have a
Like
gummy
people,
smile.
like when you smile regularly and you can see the gums, like the lip flip, like relaxes the muscle. It's
It
like
does look
the
good.
best fix
Yeah.
for a gummy smile,
And
and it's
easy.
so cheap. I think it's like they put like 2 units in there. Or
Yeah,
something.
there's barely anything.
It's like $20.
Okay.
So the reason I didn't like it before was because it was very new, this technique of putting Botox in the lip. So I think it went overboard and I looked cray when I had it. I had it during LadyGang TV.
You did?
Oh, yeah.
That's risky.
And I see
Zach hated it.
Zach hated it.
That's so funny.
Hated.
Yeah.
Hated. He hasn't noticed this. But my girl in Austin that I go to is so good with injectables. She was on the podcast, Christina Collins.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I want to give it a try. Like,
Yeah.
I just want to, let's just see. I'm hating the way my lips are looking as I get older.
Yeah.
And I did it. And I'm like happy until I have to drink out of a straw. And then I have to
Watch.
go like
Yeah, you can't.
Because you don't have any
You
feeling.
can't purse your lips.
you can't purse them.
Speaking of Christina, when I am currently still going through all my fungus shit, she reached out to me and sent me all of her products, and so many of them are fungus free.
She has
fungal
great
safe.
products.
She was amazing, and she was like, she gave me her number, and we were like chatting through everything, and I was probably asking her way too many questions.
No, she doesn't care. She's
was amazing.
So sweet.
I know, so knowledgeable. I love her.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're getting a lot of shout outs.
I know.
Yeah.
Dr. Diamond and Dr. Collins Skincare.
Yeah.
Hers is Foy. F-O-Y.
Yeah. And they have the
Roll the tape.
best night oil.
I love the night oil.
So good.
Oh,
So good.
this is not an ad.
And it's fungal safe.
Kelty's
Okay.
like, what are we doing?
No. This is so fine.
She's
Give
looking
it-
at her list.
Give
She's
the
like,
cow away for free. Give the cow away for free. No, I started it with Dr. Diamond. It's all my
You
fault.
did.
yeah.
Okay. Are you guys ready for today's episode?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is titled Back to School, Back to Cool.
Oh my God.
I named it. And the reason I named it this is because it's back to cool. It's back to school season. And I realized that some of the best moments of my life were during back to school season.
Okay.
And I want to discuss back to school, back to cool with you so we can all get in like back to school mode together.
Okay.
Are you ready? She's hopeful. She's not feeling it. Okay. Oh, shit.
What?
Okay, well, I guess I'll do it myself. I made a note to myself. Hey, ladies, can you find a couple of your yearbook quotes or info about you in high school to read during this episode? But I didn't tell you.
This would be impossible for me because I don't have any of my yearbooks.
You don't?
I don't think so.
You burnt them?
I just don't think I have them.
You didn't apply to get a yearbook?
I had them like when I was young, but I don't think
Where did they go?
You didn't save them?
No.
Oh.
Well, I know your dad has everyone alphabeticalized with like a post-it in it.
I am just not sentimental
That's so funny.
all.
It's wild.
At all. I don't care what was in my yearbook. I don't care what I said in my yearbook. I don't care. I live in the now.
I live in the now. Well, and now we can't talk. Well, maybe you remember. You remember yours for sure.
It was song lyrics without a doubt.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give you a little anecdote.
Okay.
So, in the most jacvanek fashion ever, so I was on yearbook my sophomore through senior
That
year.
must have been very stressful for you.
No, for her team. It would be very stressful for her team.
Oh, no. No, I wasn't like leading anything. I would just get like a page and like whatever.
Oh.
Well, kind of.
She designed the whole thing.
Well, I did. The reason why I did it is because my favorite English teacher in the entire world, she was like my Tuesdays with Maury teacher that like changed my life.
Yeah.
After I took English with her, she taught yearbooks. So I'm like, this is a way to stay with Mrs. Nusman and like whatever. But then I ended up taking it over.
Of course.
And I made every single year, I designed every single cover from sophomore to senior year. And they were all like, you know how they have like a quote for the year?
Yeah.
They were all emo quotes. Like one was Remember Right Now, which was a song from this band called Spitalfield. And then the other one was Palm Trees and Power Lines, which was a Sugar Cult song. And then
But palm trees and power lines makes no sense for a yearbook quote.
What if their school was around palm trees?
I guess you were in California.
She was in California.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So, and then I basically...
But what about the jocks? The jocks were like, what is this shit?
I know. Well, I did so many. I did like a MySpace page. I did a How Orange County Are You quiz, and I put like all the questions that I wanted in there. And then I put myself in the yearbook. You know, when you look at the end,
Yeah.
Everybody had like 3. Mine was like 4 lines long. And because I would like tag the pages where they needed like a pair of hands on a piano, so I'd like put my hands in to take so then I tagged myself there.
Oh, I love
So
it.
like the amount of pages that you appeared.
The index.
Yeah, you know the index where you're like, how many pages is Missy blah blah blah? And
I remember that.
yeah.
Oh my god.
So I just I did take it over, and I basically made it about me. Well, I made it about like emo music.
Yes.
It was
that,
nice.
That makes sense as to why you still have those yearbooks.
Yeah.
Because you actually designed them.
Did you
my-
have a senior quote?
I don't know if we had senior quotes.
So like the picture, you have the picture.
Yeah, I don't know
And then
if we-
beside it, you get like 30 characters.
I honestly don't know if we did, which is weird.
That's so weird.
You did?
Well, of course, and you will never guess what my yearbook quote was.
What?
No day but today from Rent. You know the song?
Oh yeah.
524,000.
600 minutes.
No, that's
day but-
Seasons of
yeah, you're
Love.
right. No day but today.
That is so dramatic.
It was so dramatic.
I didn't actually, I wonder if I appeared in my anywhere in a senior year. So I got kicked out of my regular school halfway through senior year.
Yeah.
And then I went to like a school for troubled youth
Yes.
for a couple weeks in the interim. And then I went to like my district public high school.
You probably weren't even in
I
one.
probably didn't make it
Bopping
into
around.
3 schools.
Big
and
bop.
I didn't go to a graduation. I did not go to a high school graduation.
How did you make friends?
I thought
At
you
the
had a
final
high school
school?
graduation like prom dress that I remember seeing on the
No,
internet.
I went to prom, but that's not a graduation.
Oh.
So I went to the
You didn't wear the
school's
cap and
prom.
gown. You didn't wear the cap
I
and
didn't wear
gown.
the cap and gown and do a ceremony, but I went to the school's prom of the school that I was kicked out of. So I got
They let
kicked
you
out,
in.
and then I got to the door of the prom and I was turned away.
Were you drinking?
I was so stoned. I was like,
Oh my God.
it was like really. It was out of a movie. It was like super bad. You know, like those teen movies where you're like, God, you're a disaster.
Damn.
I would do anything for you to have a vanicking dad that could vanic that.
No, it was a disaster. I called a kid from, have I told this story?
No.
Oh, this is my mom's going to be so upset. I got kicked out of this school. It was a performing arts high school, like a magnet program.
Yeah.
And the guys that ran it were just like gross. They were doing bad things.
What do you mean gross?
Like just,
Devil's advocate.
I don't know. I don't want to get sued, but like
Okay.
they were
Allegedly.
These 2 men were very, very invested in the young men, their careers at this school.
Oh.
Yeah, bleak. So it was a bad situation over there. I had a friend in the ballet program with me who had a severe eating disorder, like went to a rehab center. It was very scary and very sad. And she came back to school after she had, had been in rehabilitation and was getting better. She got back to school and she had put on the weight that she had lost, which she desperately needed to.
Yeah.
And this kid, punk ass kid from the school, made a comment about how she looked better the other way.
Oh my God, dude.
And this is why you peed in the purse?
No, this is separate.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Retaliation station.
So I was told, so this happened. I was already kicked out of the school.
Oh.
So you had nothing to lose.
Nothing except I didn't get to boogie in the prom because I didn't get inside.
Okay.
That's it. So I'm told this on in the limo ride to the prom after we've had dinner and whatever else we've done. And someone was like, "You didn't hear what so-and-so said to so-and-so?" And she tells me the story. And I was like, "Give me the phone. Give me the phone." And I call and I leave the most threatening message you've ever heard in anybody. Like I was like, if I see you tonight, I will end your life. Like I was a psychopath. It was probably the most unhinged thing also on substances. Who even knows?
Yeah.
That's why I didn't get let in the front door, because that punk ass kid took his phone
and
let the administrator listen to the voicemail that I
Rude.
left, that I was threatening him. And I'm like, "Oh, you're so scared of a 95-pound senior girl that she." So anyways, that's why I didn't get let in, because I left a threatening message on this kid's voicemail.
I love how you started it with it was.
I love that we're so empathetic. We're like, I can't believe it.
But like, I'm sorry, I'm a vigilante. I wasn't.
No, he deserved it.
He
Deserved
deserved
more.
karma.
Baby
Oh,
to
but
go.
He's a baby
tell on
bitch.
you.
And you know what happened after that?
What?
Weeks went by.
Yeah.
I didn't tell my parents any of this, obviously.
Yeah.
It's like, prom was great. Good night.
Bye. Good night.
My parents get an envelope at the front door delivered.
No.
Yellow manila envelope.
Yeah.
And it is addressed to my parents, and there's a letter inside of it, and it said it's from the administrator of the school that I had been kicked out of. And he said, "As a parent, I know your daughter's no longer a student at my school. But as a parent to parent, I thought that you would want to hear this troubling voicemail." They put it on a DVD.
No way.
Swear to God.
Oh.
They burned it onto a DVD.
No, not a DVD.
And I walk in my house one day,
playing it.
and my mom is crying.
No.
Crying.
Of
And my
course.
dad is just like, "You idiot." Like
Right.
whatever.
Tom Tobin. He's
Tom
just
Tobin.
like, girl,
He's
you
like-
vigilante.
Yeah. And they play this, and my mom is just devastated. She's like, "How could you do this and say those things?" And I was like, "Well, there's no context here."
Yeah.
There's literally no context. He bullied a girl with an eating disorder.
Yeah, yeah.
I think he deserves worse.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
that's my story.
I love that.
Wow. All these years.
I know.
I swear I've told it.
No, definitely not.
That's
And
amazing.
that's
I wish I could hear the
incredible.
voicemail.
I wish I could find that DVD.
I'm actually so glad that
That's
like
social media.
technology was
Of
not advanced
course.
enough to, because I don't know what I said.
Do you know why? Okay, when we come back, I'm going to tell you exactly why I'm glad that you could. Same thing. All right, we're back, and I want to tell you that
Back to school is cool.
back to school is cool. Before we get into school supplies, I'll tell you this. I, as you know, was a very ugly duckling in high school, and for my high school, they did the photos for like graduation photos, like way earlier than
Yeah.
they should have. They
remember that.
didn't give me the whole year
To glow up.
to glow into my senior grade 12 person. I turned 18 in January. I think the photos were like in November of your senior year, and like they had I wasn't even full Keltie, and I was so not full Keltie that, as you know, I had a baby tooth and I had the baby tooth pulled, and they had wired my eye tooth up here to the bottom of this tooth, and I couldn't open my mouth. I had to talk like this, and they were hoping that the wire would pull down the adult tooth to where it needed to be, because it was stuck up here in my brain. Okay. And I had to do
Wait, you had the wire on the adult tooth trying to pull it down?
the baby tooth, eventually they pulled it.
Yeah.
It was living there forever.
But where do they attach the wire?
a little bit of the adult tooth
was
like
coming.
A tiny.
How did that stay attached?
They put a cement, like they put braces on, you know, and it was a little bolt that they
wanted to drag it down.
They wanted to drag it down like a tractor.
This
Disgusting.
upsets me.
It was.
Yeah, you couldn't open your mouth.
Has come a long way.
Dentistry? What is it?
Orthodontistry. We're so pretty. So anyway, they're dragging down my tooth, and it's senior time. You know, it's senior time. I'm not my full beautiful, so I do my senior photos, and I'm like. You know, like I'm literally that kid meme where it's like, you know, the kid has a bowl cut and he's like,
yeah.
I'm literally like, so I get the senior photos and I am not happy about this photo at all. So what do? I wait until I have now in March of 2020 the year 2000 of March, I have turned 18. I have had my teeth done.
Yeah.
Because the tooth was never coming down. So they just shaved all my teeth off and put my first set of veneers on. I'd had my teeth done. I did a beautiful box hair dye.
Yeah.
A nice side swept, you know,
Bang.
full, and then a very nude Kylie Lip Kit feeling coffee colored lip. And I went to Walmart. And I did a reshoot for myself.
This is so you. I can't even. I've never.
Oh my God.
Reshoot. And I decided to do. I don't think we used it in the yearbook, but I did do some extra poses that were not available during the first shoot. So, and then I remember.
Can you turn them into the yearbook and be like, replace my picture?
I pitched a fit.
Oh my God.
I was like, they were like, we're so sorry. The yearbook has already been whatever.
Turned in, yeah.
Turned in, it's done. And I was like, you don't understand. Like because I had gone to Toronto and I had booked my first dance job.
Oh.
So I was like, I don't know. I'm so sorry. Like I mean, am I making this up in my mind? I don't know. For some reason, I went on a tear and someone was like, it's fine. We'll put the picture in. Like I might have been like, my career depends on it. You know?
I love how she starts telling this story knowing that it might not be true.
Like something happened.
She's like, I booked my first date. I'm like, am I making this up as I go along?
No, I definitely booked my first job, but I can't remember like what
All I care about is that you
did a reshoot.
And forced them to put it in, even though it was probably already like at the printer.
100%. So my picture looks so much different than everyone else.
Because you went to Macy's.
Yeah, because I went to Walmart. And here's the other thing that happened. I'm such a perfectionist, and I was like, you know, thank you. And they're like, we're so sorry. Like we've checked the yearbook. It's all done. You can't. And I was like, no, you must change this photo. And then we got the yearbooks delivered, and you know, they don't deliver till like next November.
Yeah.
And so my best friend, Katie, she was a twin, right? So there's Katie Milbury and Kevin Milbury, and they put Kevin's photo for both of them. So Katie's photo is her brother, twin brother. So I got the glamorous reshoot, and she got
her brother.
Kevin.
That's amazing.
And that is like our friendship in a nutshell. Like she always got the stick end of the shit.
My God.
And I always was like, and now I'm this, you know?
the shit end of the stick.
Whatever.
Wow.
Isn't that so crazy?
The stick end of the shit.
Okay.
What did she say?
She said the stick end of the shit.
yeah.
I cannot. I mean, this is why, like, when parents talk about how their kids have just always been the way that they are. You know what I mean? Like in my belly, like it was the same person who came out. Like those moments that are so strange. And you hear people say that and you're like, you're totally just, this is just like a self-fulfilling prophecy. You think your kid's been this special for so long, but like something happened. Like I cannot get over. Like I think about being 18 and doing that, going to those lengths to advocate for myself is really something. It's incredible.
It is insane. Only you.
I would have been just like, I don't feel entitled to do this. No. But that's why you get what you get, and you get things done, and you get what you want, because you are like, why not me?
Because she's like, I'm special.
Where there's a will, there's a way. I am special, and you will recognize that.
I want to be remembered as hot and not snaggletooth. I know that if you don't find this, my life.
If you don't find this picture for me, I
will find it. I will find it. And
I need to see the snaggletooth picture. Oh, you weren't showing your teeth.
No, but I have a picture of me on the Ferris wheel at Klondike Days in the summer when Snaggletooth began. And I have, my tooth is missing and I have a full smile.
The tooth never came in.
Never came in.
It just stopped growing? Is it still in your...
They eventually... I can't even, it's been so traumatic. I think they took it out and then it's a post, but I'm not even sure what's there.
Jesus.
They might have shaved it down and then put a post. I don't know. I'm on my third set of teeth. It's been really hard for me. I love you guys so much. Here's some of the other things I wanted to talk about before we got into story time with joy of finding your class list on the door of elementary school. You know, when they post the class list and you run out.
Yeah.
School supply shopping, best on the planet. Laying out your clothes the night before for what hot outfit you were going to wear to school. I know you did it.
Hot outfit with children.
No?
10 years old.
Okay.
So hot.
Oh my God. Of course. Did you lay out your outfits?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're hot.
Fun of me.
She was thrown off by hot.
The sexual nature of
Anyway,
it.
back to school, back to cool. Snaggletooth is out.